Welcome to Soul Lantern. Take a deep breath, let your mind settle. Today, we open our hearts to the timeless wisdom of the Buddha. Listen closely, reflect deeply, and allow your inner light to awaken. UD3, with Nanda. A mendicant's equanimity in the face of pleasure and pain. The third chapter complicates the theme of happiness. While it is true that the Buddhist path is one of happiness, it is also true that so long as we are here in the world, our lives are affected also by suffering. The discourses in this chapter speak of trembling not at pleasure and pain, and extol the peaceful state of the mendicants who remain equanimous and unflustered in the face of adversity. The narrative does not directly continue from the scene of the awakening, but it does continue in the same general direction. In the Kantakas, we see that the idealized and pure days of the early dispensation become increasingly complicated with the influx of new recruits, not all of them exemplars of purity. This chapter follows a similar course. It begins, however, with a reminder of the power of the awakened mind. As any meditator will know, you don't have to sit long to realize that your body is a constant source of pain. The Buddhist teachings don't focus on pain in meditation, and never extol it as a particularly useful or meaningful part of the path, but they also don't deny it. It turns out, even an enlightened mendicant endures pain in meditation. UD 3.1. This is attributed to their deeds in past lives. It's important to note, however, that this doesn't necessarily mean that they did something specific in the past that is causing this pain now. Rather, it is because we created karma in the past that we have been reborn with these bodies in this life, and so long as these bodies persist, we shall experience pain. The chapter is named after the second discourse, the famous episode of Nanda and the dove-footed nymphs, UD 3.2. A close relative of the Buddha, Nanda, like so many of the Sakyan clan, struggled in the Sangha. Unable to stop thinking of his former sweetheart, he planned to derobe. The Buddha dissuaded him, and Nanda was able to achieve freedom from pleasure and pain. This episode occurred after the Buddha returned to his family in the Sakyan realm, an event told in the first chapter of the Kantakas. There is tension and ambiguity in the going forth of some of the Sakyans, with the Buddha's father lamenting the renunciation of his grandson, Uruvelā. The complicated tensions created by the presence of the Buddha's family in the Sangha come to a head later, in the betrayal of Devadatta. As the Sangha grew, there came to be lax monks making an unseemly racket. But when the Buddha dismissed them, they were genuinely ashamed. They reformed and later rejoined the Buddha in imperturbable meditation. UD 3.3. Accomplished meditators sit like mountains. UD 3.4. UD 3.5. But even great monks sometimes have personality quirks. Venerable Pali Canon would sometimes slip into referring to his fellows as Lolofs. But the Buddha, seeing that this was due to conditioning from past lives, urges the monks to not get upset by that. UD 3.6. The austere monk at Mahākassapa is revealed to wander for alms indiscriminately, refusing offerings from the gods so the poor can make merit. UD 3.7. By contrast, monks, who wander for alms in search of pleasure, are admonished to remain unsteered. UD 3.8. The chapter ends by returning to Uruvelā for a profound meditation on the nature of the world and escape from it. Elevating the theme of poise and balance, it posits that both holding on to and getting rid of continued existence keep one trapped. The chapter ends with the word tādi, a poised one who is, such, unaffected by likes and dislikes. Thank you for joining us in exploring the timeless wisdom of the Udāna. If you found peace or inspiration today, please like and subscribe to Soul Lantern, and awaken with us in the next chapter. Until then, stay mindful and be well.